The creation and allocation of different powers or abilities to various creatures by the universe was the most beautiful project ever implemented. Some powers given to certain animals are superior to others, some animals classified as prey, and others referred to as predators. The predator often instills fear in the prey because the prey knows it is on the verge of being chewed without remains. Nevertheless, each animal completes its life cycle, if not consumed before the end. Despite that, most fearful animals are gentle and easygoing, but could be aggressive and destructive when threatened or stepped at their sores. Shall we delve into analyzing the most feared animals on the planet? Number 10. Jellyfish. These transparent, nearly invisible creatures found off the northern coast of Australia in Indo-Pacific waters are extremely deadly. They are boneless and flexible limbs and are up to 10 feet long, lined with thousands of stinging cells called nematocytes. These nematocytes have toxins capable of attacking the heart, nervous system, and skin cells simultaneously. They are capable of killing over 40 humans in a year. Worthy of mention alongside jellyfish is putterfish, a poisonous fish that has its toxin called the tetrodotoxin. The consumption of this fish is done carefully such that the service of trained chefs in Japan, China, and the Philippines are employed because this toxin is found in the skin, muscle tissue, liver, kidneys of these fishes. When consumed without proper removal, it can sure lead to the deaths of consumers. Research from various universities shows that people are more afraid of drowning in creatures like jellyfish when they take a dip. In a study of 400 people who were asked why they were terrified of the ocean, jellyfish ranked more on the list. Number 9. Hippopotamus. Have you seen one? You would observe it has a large body, a big mouth with large teeth and tusks. These heavy creatures are capable of killing an estimated 500 people annually. They are mostly found in Africa. They are omnivores, capable of running after and eating flesh when threatened, and 80 pounds of grass in a day. They spend a reasonable number of hours in the water, but only come on land to feed. Hippos are incredibly agile and aggressive creatures. Impala, kudu, and buffalo are occasionally killed or scavenged by them. They've even been known to kill humans. The giants are fearful because of their mood. They attack anything they don't want around them. Number 8. Crocodiles. These reptiles have been in existence for thousands of years and are native to tropical areas of Australia, Africa, Asia, and America. A whopping 7 different species are very deadly, the deadliest of all being the Nile crocodile. They have a long body with thick scales and are estimated to kill at least 1,000 people in a year. Deadly indeed. It's possible that staring into the jaws of a crocodile will be the last thing you see. Human bones can be snapped like branches in their powerful jaws. When a crocodile attacks a person, the media portrays them as fearsome, aggressive monsters who terrorize humans. The fear of being attacked by a crocodile is a nightmare for many humans. Number 7. Worms, roundworm, and tapeworm. These worms have distinct detrimental activities. Amazingly, both are parasites. Let's elaborate. Tapeworms can grow up to 30 feet long, transmitting infections called cysticercosis when undercooked pork or beef is eaten. Should tapeworm be in your body system, the symptoms are not even acute, rather mild. More deadly, it could lead to seizures, disruption in the normal functioning of organs, and digestive blocks. Ascaris roundworm can be found everywhere across the globe. It is commonly and unconsciously ingested with infected eggs, and its occurrence is common in areas with ineffective sewage disposal. These worms are capable of being responsible for roughly 3,200 deaths per year. Small but mighty creatures. Worm phobia can also be evolutionary. Man has long been afraid of reptiles, deadly snakes, and other similar creatures. Worms resemble little snakes and can elicit a hostile attitude due to their ability to spread diseases. Number 6. The tsetse fly. Have you ever imagined how flies could kill? This fly is commonly found in rural parts of Africa. They pierce into skins and transmit a disease called trypanosomiasis through a parasite called trypanosome. This disease is better known as sleeping sickness, the name derived from its ability to cause disturbance in sleep cycles. It can also be a source of fever, headache, and continuous tiredness, leading to death if not treated. They are capable of killing over 10,000 people in a year. So many campaigns have been launched against the fearful insect, especially in Africa. When they bite, the parasites produce confusion, sensory abnormalities, and poor coordination, whereas in animals, they induce fever, weakness, and anemia. If left untreated, both can be fatal. Number 5. The assassin bug. You would imagine how dangerous the bug is to have been hailed and have been named called alongside. They have a flat body with red and orange markings. The assassin's work comes to play when they suck blood and transmit a Chagas disease that causes human tissue infection. They could be responsible for 10 to 12,000 human deaths annually. They tend to be merciless to other insects too by sucking them dry. Afterward, they cover themselves with the corpse of the dead insect as a protective shield. Typical of a real assassin, yeah? Assassin bugs can be harmful to people and in rare cases deadly. They spit venom that is irritating to humans, and their feces may contain parasites that can cause serious diseases. The majority of the time, these bugs don't attack humans unless they've been provoked severely. An assassin bug is not an animal any human wants to provoke. Number 4. Snails, freshwater and cone snail. Freshwater snails have a pinkish-brown shell. They can transmit a disease called schistosomiasis, capable of infecting the urinary tract and intestines. How is this possible? When a human comes in contact with fresh water contaminated by parasites released by these freshwater snails, this deadly disease sets in. They are found in Africa, Asia, and South America. The cone snails have brown and white shells and can be found beneath sandbanks and can strike with harpoon-like teeth with a venom embedded in them. However, it is important to note that there's no anti-venom after its strike. The safest precaution is not to tango with it because it attacks when it feels threatened, and the effect of the strike could be paralysis, which allows the victim to have some moments of a smoking cigarette before he or she goes up. The reason it is given the name cigarette snail, amusingly strange. Cone snails, which hunt fish and worms with a harpoon-like tooth that injects a venom so sophisticated that certain species may kill a human with just one little prick, are a frightening example of predatory snails. The venom contains up to 50 distinct peptides, short chains of amino acids, and vary by species. Number 3. Snakes. Do you concur and agree that snakes are generally frightful? They are on every continent except Antarctica. A reasonable number of species of snakes, say 600, are poisonous. A worthy mention is a saw-scaled viper. This almost invisible creature is always active at night, the most appropriate hour for evil doings, they say. It forms coils and rubs its scales together while making a sizzling sound. When it strikes, the anti-venom should be quickly sought for. They are native to the Middle East and Central Asia. Poisonous snakes are responsible for roughly 25 to 100,000 human deaths each year. Snake phobia is one of the most frequent phobias, even though many people have never actually seen a snake. So what causes this fear? According to new research, humans have evolved an inherent ability to detect snakes and learn to fear them. Worst yet, a vital antivenom is in low supply. Number 2. Mosquitoes. These tiny but mighty creatures can kill roughly 725,000 to 1 million humans in a year if proper care and precautions are not put in place. They are found in every environment except for areas with extremely cold weather like Antarctica. There are more than 300 species of mosquitoes. They are vectors of diseases such as malaria, yellow fever, dengue fever, amongst others. They can be prevented by using active repellent ingredients like DEET. Mosquitoes are dangerous not because of their size, but because of the diseases they carry. The World Health Organization estimates that vector-borne diseases cause more than 700,000 deaths each year. WHO took their major resources to tackle mosquitoes globally, distributing mosquito nets, drugs, and some anti-mosquito spray. Nobody wants the tiny animal around them. Number 1. Humans. Very surprised? Let's shed light on the curiosity. Homicide, the killing of a person by another, either planned for or unintentionally, is rampant amongst humans as each year passes by. The massive killings were predominant, dated to some centuries back when war between and among territories was not far-fetched. In recent years, such has greatly reduced as peace is dominated to a reasonable extent. Nonetheless, humans are still deadly and fearful as they could trigger the extinction of species through deforestation. Furthermore, the capability of destroying the universe with nuclear weapons that could vandalize the whole universe is within reach of humans. Thanks to the highest intelligence bestowed upon humans by the universe, there are extremely dangerous animals that could be responsible for massive mortalities. It would be best if you took all precautionary measures to avoid being harmed by any of them, as this could result in detrimental effects and optimally death.